Like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Shift together here from the D-line. On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Wesley Woodyard. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. It was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now out comes Houston. Now a play fake here on 1st down. On the move to his left. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
So don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open, otherwise just don't do it.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
I remember watching Derrick Henry come out of Alabama and sitting with some scouts, and one of the debate points with him was, while at Bama, how often did he have to deal with contact near the line of scrimmage? They were so good up front that he often got to the second level pretty easily. I think he's starting to answer those questions with runs like that. He's a physical guy.
It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him.
And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball out of the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now out comes Houston. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now Watson. On the right side, this is Miller. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
To throw on second is Watson. This one complete. It's C.J. Fedorowicz. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. A first down carry now for Miller. Room here to run. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans draw a bit closer.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Time for our first check of the NFL scoreboard. It's the Lions that have grabbed the early lead. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. 2nd down following the run. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
After the penalty, it's Henry. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action and hit them over the top. On 2nd down, here's Henry. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. They run with Murray. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. In his 10th year, here's Brett Kern to punt this one. Back deep, Bruce Ellington.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. A reminder, later tonight, the Colts, they'll be in Seattle to take on the Seahawks. And then Monday night, it's the Redskins getting a second straight night game as they'll head down to Arrowhead to take on KC. We're in October already. Can you believe it?
No, I can't. This one's moving fast.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. On second down, here's Miller. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. From the gun, here's Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. They'll run it now out of the gun. Able to avoid him at the 40. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Here we go! Ohio!
Watson on first down. Steps away to his left. Completion left side to Miller. Shifts free at the 15. And he'll take it down deep into Tennessee territory. A big-time play there for the Texans. 51 yards. They'll try and run for it with Miller. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Again, it's Henry. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now a give. This is Murray. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back, right on the 30-yard line. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. And now out comes Houston. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout.
Let's go.
Again, it's Miller. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Watson on 3rd down. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Brian Orakpo able to drop him for a loss of 12, and it'll be 4th down. Here now, Shane Leckler, 41-year-old punter, to kick it away, standing just about on his own goal line. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And it'll be Titan football. And the Titans getting set to go. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
so well. Go to something else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They keep it with Henry on 1st down. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. On the NFL scoreboard, 2nd quarter up in Minneapolis. Early on, it's the Vikings in the driver's seat. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Here's Mariota. Walker with a grab, left side. A Titan 1st down, Mariota to Walker.
his position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. A first down carry for Henry, and he's got room. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
So much for halftime adjustments by the defense, because you know they had to talk about it. The entire first half, they struggled to contain him. And here he is coming out in the second half and establishing the same tone. Still running the football with authority, still gaining big yardage. So I just figure on the offensive side, they said there is no adjustment. Until they slow us down, keep going out, I'll keep handing them the football. Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Now a second down throw for Mariota. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. J.J. Watt in there to get him for a loss of 5.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. That's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Give him 3 yards there, as that'll take us to 4th down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Time running out here on the play clock. On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try to play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll run it again with Miller. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9. And it'll be back to a 3rd and 3.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
A 3-yard gain and enough for the first down. Watson going to give this one to Miller. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here, because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Here's a give to Miller. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 4 yards on the pickup there, as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. Watson now to throw. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Elsewhere, a 3rd quarter score. That one has really opened up. The Vikings have just scored again. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. They begin with Henry, and not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Back now here on EA Sports. All square, 14 apiece to score as we get ready for the fourth quarter. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
3rd and short yardage. Mariota. He's going to fire one deep. Middle of it. Got his man. Complete. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know they're going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They go back to Murray on first down. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
To throw Mariota. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. J.J. Watt in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. Mariota now. And Davis with it left side. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
So the drive here ends with a field goal, and that does give them the lead, but this one is still a long ways from over.
And you love to be able to look up at the scoreboard and see that you're out in front, but then you take one look across the field and see that offense is raring to come back out, and you think, I don't know that field goals are going to be enough to get us home.
Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. And Anderson's got it. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down.
Let's go!
They keep it with Miller on first down. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now it's 2nd and 7. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this.
Here we go.
Miller will get it. He has been busy today. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Now a 20th carry of the game for Lamar Miller. Quick move by Miller, and he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Come on, let's go.
Now a run. This is Alfred Blue. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Alfred Blue, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. And he puts it through. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation, and what are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Mariota on the delay to Henry. And he's brought down. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
And remember, field goal does them no good in this situation.
You got to think they should be taking some shots for the end zone soon. They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll be taken down at the 34. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Mariota yelling out the play call as he hustles everyone to get set. He'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So the chains are on their sides. It's 1st and goal from the 6. They'll try to run for it with Henry. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. Now here's Suckabout to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And here comes the Texans now. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary, but you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
Let's see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it, because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So for the Titans, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they'll have another road date next week with the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll get a home date next week against the Kansas City Chiefs. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on ESPN.